gonna have a Dan Campbell situation where I think Mike Vrabel is gonna flip.
Throws the ball 50 times a game. You know who threw the ball 50 times a game and has more youth in his arm? Sam Howell. Give him a chance.
Quack.
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 Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack.
Come on, Ducks!
And a fucking hot dog that's been sitting there for 8 or 9 innings waiting for you to finally get to that dog. Nothing.
It looks like a vag that just gave birth to octuplets and fucking a baseball came sliding out. The Saints to be good, but like.
Yeah, so do all the Saints fans, but that's not really how it works.
I'm here to be like, I'm here to give my goddamn.
Well, if the Knicks win in 7, it's because the Pistons got hosed on some stupid call. I know it. I already know it.
It's an inflammation around his pelvic region.
Yes.
So is he's done having sex the rest of his life too then.
They got it. I hate to say it, but Andre's got it.
Kidding me? That's his idea, 100%. That's his idea. Those other two guys are looking at him like, look at this fucking dude.
What's going on, people? We are back. Sorry, blocked your view a little bit there with my Ice Mountain water. We're on the Tide Sports Podcast. It's Wednesday evening. That means one thing. You're getting 3 out of the 4 fellas to talk all things going on in the world of sports. We got some UFC. We got some World Baseball Classic. We got some puck. We got some football. We got it all for you. And you got me, the villain, a.k.a. McDilly. You got the big fettuccine. And then you got Tycho.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted, right? Just Tycho? Got it.
Ask for anything. So
You get tired of all these nicknames, so there you go.
just pick one. Just pick one nickname. Okay.
Nope.
Just pick one and leave it. You got to give me like 7 or 8 or nothing. What? Can I just have one?
Well, what can I say? You know, I'm a man of.
You
I'm a man of
can't.
many
You could say
surprises.
a lot, but I wouldn't probably agree with any of it. I appreciate you sending me the downtown cash picks. If you think we're doing that today, you are out of your mind. That is not happening. That is not on the agenda because there are 20,000 things football related. A quick UFC recap, and I have 2 questions. So other than that, let's just start it off with the quick stuff. So Dylan, UFC first.
All right, let's make this short and sweet, bitches. Stop fading Oliveira, fucking idiots. I don't know why you guys don't
Why?
understand.
Because he won one fight.
I don't know why you guys don't understand that this man just does what he does. Oliveira is an absolute
You're ridiculous.
dog. Max Holloway, oh, this guy is going to knock him out. This guy's going to do all this and that. Well, you know what Max Holloway isn't going to do? He isn't going to do anything because for 25 fucking minutes, he's going to spend the match on his goddamn back, not doing shit. And when they did go to strike and when they did go to throw blows, he lost that too. So he lost on the feet. He lost on the ground. He got taken down 4 different times and was on his back for 25 total minutes. Oliveira, BMF champion, which means he is the baddest motherfucker. Love to see that. I mean, we kind of already knew that. But now we have another belt to prove it for the future Hall of Famer. I am going to talk my shit because, like Tyler said, he's been beating guys that don't matter. And in the last couple huge fights, he's been losing. So he won this big fight. So I'm back to having my ego high again.
Yeah, because I ain't just going to let you walk around and say, oh, this is just what he does. April 13th, 2024, loss. November 17th, 2024, win. June 28th, 2025, loss. October 12th, 2025, win. He's an every other fight kind of guy. He doesn't just do this. He's going to lose his next fight.
Who did he lose to?
Ilya Tapura and Armin Surakian.
Okay, so Armin, I won't make an excuse for it, but Ilya's currently the number 2 ranked fighter in the world, so I can't really. I mean, here's my thing. The last 3 fights I've watched him lose, he lost to Islam, who's undefeated, and he lost to Ilya, who's the number 2 ranked fighter in the world, who was just announced at the White House for the biggest card they're ever having. So, Armin
And some guy named Armin.
Armin I can't defend, but the other 2 are 2 of the best in the sport right now. So,
okay,
yeah.
And then he beat Holloway, right?
Damn right he did.
He
beat
beat Chandler, and he beat
He beat Gaethje. He beat Poirier.
Gamrot. I don't know who. I'm not gonna try his first name. Gamrot.
He beat Gamrot. He beat Gaethje. He beat Poirier.
Gamrot. Gamrot relevant? I don't know.
Yes, these are all top name guys I just mentioned.
I don't know who Gamrot is.
That's why I
He's
said
not McGregor.
That's why I said he's good, and you said, does that mean he's good? What does that even mean?
Well, good, not great. Michael Chandler was good like 10 years ago.
10.
He's not in his prime anymore. Arguably, half these guys aren't in their prime anymore.
Yeah, you know who's been in their prime for a long time, though?
Not Charles Oliveira. He's not in his prime anymore.
I mean,
that.
Hey, man.
Prime Charles Oliveira wouldn't go every other fight, win-loss.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Tyler, Charles never really, Charles had his prime. Okay, you're right. His prime was
like 3 years ago.
2 years ago, he won 11 fights in a row. That was his prime. I agree. But
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira, before the UFC in his prime, he was a very up and down roller coaster type of guy. Then he got the birth of his daughter, and he started doing really good. Then, all of a sudden, started losing fights. Start going back and forth. What happened?
Gotta have another kid.
Let me finish. What happened before the Holloway fight that he won? His son was born. All of a sudden, motherfucker's got another tattoo on his chest. Wins that fight, comes out, beats Holloway. So, as long as he keeps
in his prime, he just needs to keep having kids.
Exactly. And he's gonna keep putting them on his fucking chest. So you're gonna know. You're gonna see another face.
Yeah, because he's not putting them on her chest.
Like it. Love it. That's the only fight that I watched.
Well, seeing as it was the only fight I was going to watch, but then hearing Dylan say that it was mostly all wrestling on the ground, I'm very happy I did not. No,
domination.
That is my least favorite version of UFC. All right.
Yeah.
Tyler's got some questions. We touched on it a little bit last podcast, but after this, we will stop. Well, I probably won't stop, but we will move on to other things that are not just based on this city that we live in. Are the Red Wings collapsing in March again?
Jesus.
They screwed up against Vegas. They then turned around and lost to the Panthers. Then Larkin got injured. Then Cobb got injured last night. And the Wings last night were up 3-2 with a minute and a half left. And they lost in regulation, giving up 2 goals to a Florida Panthers team that was not playing 6 of their starters. 6. It was load management Florida Panther hockey, which feels weird. Never said load management in a hockey game before. But they had 6 guys not playing that are normal starters, including Tkachuk, including Marchand, including Bobrovsky, including their top guys not playing. And you lose 4-3 in regulation when you had a 1-goal lead with a minute and a half left. Are they doing it again?
I'll be quick. I said on this podcast last week, if they go out on ESPN and get their ass beat by the Devils, we're collapsing. I'm with you. And we beat them 3-0. So I think we're fine. I think we're good. I'm happy.
Well, considering we've lost to Florida twice in the last week and a half or so, and they're second to last, third to last in the East, we're facing injuries. Granted, finally, we went out and did something at the deadline. Cool, good. We got a top defenseman, a scoring defenseman, and then we got Perron too. Whoop-de-doo. Injuries at this point now. Now people are not staying healthy, and people are going down. Big name players at that, and it's showing. Collapse is kind of early. We're halfway through the.
We're 2-3 in March, so it's not a collapse.
It's leaning that way though. They need to rattle off 2 in a row here by a good wins too, not just close wins. 3 goal win back to back. Show me that you guys still have it. Other than that, it looks like they're trending towards a collapse here in March, and it's not going to be pretty.
I felt the same way, and I pray to God that they turn it around and win a couple games in a row here, because they got Tampa on the docket next. Then they finish off the road trip against Dallas, and then they come home and play, I believe, 3 straight Eastern Conference playoff contenders at home. So
McClellan's already said Larkin's done for the road trip. He might come back when we come back home. I don't know how long Top will be out.
Missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. So if we can't beat them, that's going to be a problem.
Well, if we just played the Florida Panthers with 6 of their starters not playing, and we lost. So If
Maybe that would do
we're
something.
literally only missing Dylan Larkin
Cop and
and
Perron.
Cop went down last game. He played most of the game, but he went down during the game.
Yeah, Larkin,
and
Cop,
Gibson.
and Perron
3
are the
players.
only 3 that are
Let's
on
say
the.
Perron, it's like you never even had him though, so you can't really factor that in.
That's
he was
yeah,
never
you-
actually here.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
in all honesty, Gibson's the one that hurts the most in my eyes. Larkin
It
hurts a
is.
lot, but Gibson hurts the most. I mean, he's been
Especially
standing on
'cause
his
he
head
was
this
hot.
year.
What's wrong with Gibson?
he's
He's
a
the
hot
projected
goalie.
starting goalie tonight. What happened? Is he hurt?
he hasn't been. Yeah, they collided into him like 2 or 3 games ago, and he hasn't played since.
I think
He's coming back tonight.
two of
I
his
hope you're
last
right.
three
He better.
3 starts, he left.
he better
the game
look
with an
good.
Injury.
Says projected
Cameron's over
goalie
here, bud.
Gibson. Can't really see it, but Gibson and Vasilevsky.
I'll take your word for it.
Are the goalies? Yeah.
I believe you,
So.
but I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
All right.
If they get a win
Second
tonight,
question
then
I have
Yeah.
is the Pistons. They lose 4 of 5. Cleveland and Boston are both getting healthy. What is your concern level of the Pistons being able to make a run in the Eastern Conference playoffs? Is your concern level a 1? You not really concerned. We're going to be fine. Boston's not that great. Cleveland's not that great. Or are you more towards a 10 where we are not making it to the Eastern Conference Finals? We're not making it past the Eastern Conference Finals. Who knows if we make it out of the first round? Where are you at 1 out of 10?
Jake, you go first.
I'm gonna sit around a 3 right now. I'm not too concerned. You know, this is their first lull in the season here, and yes, it's not at a good point in the year to have said lull. But I don't think Cleveland is too worrisome. I mean, yeah, they got a method to their madness, they say, and it worked the last time they played us. You know, get the ball out of Cade's hands. Boston worries me a little bit. Seeing JT come back and play as well as he has after that injury, they're the team to worry about. But I don't think it's crazy concern. You know, everybody's going to have a lull at some point in the season. It just sucks that ours is happening near the end of it.
Do you think it's a coincidence at all that our lull is happening at the same time of the year where all the NBA teams that haven't been trying all year finally start trying because it's close to playoffs? They start ramping up and trying more and actually playing defense, and all of a sudden the Pistons can't win a game? Do you think that's a coincidence?
I don't think it's a coincidence, no.
Because Cleveland deadass called us out, said the Pistons are not in the same league as us, and then handedly beat us without their best player, Donovan Mitchell.
Look, when it comes to
That
Cleveland,
raises my concern.
when it comes to Cleveland, as much as well or good of a team as they have, it solely comes down to our bigs. You know, they have 2 guys who are bigger than our big guys down there, and defensively, we're one of the best in the league. So it comes down to our 3-point shooting. We're not the best 3-point shooting team in a 3-point shooting era of basketball. So
You're
we need
arguably top or bottom 3. As
yes.
One of the worst.
So if there's any part of the game to worry about, it's our 3-point shooting. I mean, our teams alone, we're just as good as Cleveland or Boston. I'm not worried about that. But we have to make those 3-point shots. That's going to kill us. That's what I'm worried about.
Dylan?
I'm not concerned. I feel pretty similar how I feel about the Red Wings. I've never had in the last 10 years a team that I can actually have confidence in the second half of the season. Very fucking rare. To have confidence with a team to not fall off before the playoffs with a Detroit team, like I said, in the last 5 to 10 years, that's kind of just what we tend to expect. But I have a good feeling, like Jake said, because what we have made up for with the 3-point shooting, it isn't good. We try to make it old school Pistons gritty basketball where if you're in a close game, we'll play the foul game, we'll play the defense game, and then we have clutch shooters that will hit a clutch shot. I think the biggest thing about my worry level was when we lost to the Nets 105 to 107, and then knowing that we played them 3 days later, if we would have lost to the Nets again, I would have fully, kind of like how the Red Wings with the Devils, hit that panic button. But we came back, beat them by 38 points, and was like, all right, that wasn't supposed to fucking happen. Now we got to play the 76ers on Amazon next. And then, like you said, kind of the opposite of what you're saying about the Wings. Pistons got a nice little schedule here. They got a Grizzlies team that's not very good. Then you got 2 games back-to-back against the Wizards. Then you got the Raptors before you got to go play good teams again. So you can take advantage of this weak little stretch here, get some more wins up. To answer your question about how far I currently think this team will go, Eastern Conference Finals, not the NBA Finals. That's where I see our ceiling. I don't, because I can't, like Jake, convincingly say
eliminated
win
in the Eastern Conference.
I can't see us convincingly say confidently, well, we could beat Tatum in the Celtics, or we could beat the Cavs. Actually, I'm more worried about right now because since they got Harden for whatever reason, they've been clicking. This chemistry for whatever reason is really good now. So, yeah. And then as far as the other side, I just want to point this out. I don't know how you guys feel, but every team that starts to get hot, like, oh my God, Celtics got Tatum back, won 7 games in a row. Then they had to run into Wemby and they lost. I don't see anybody beating these goddamn Spurs.
Well, Dylan, Wemby is a freak. Okay, so he's like the exception.
Just the little thing on basketball. I don't see how they lose, but yeah. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know why you guys put his messages on the board anymore.
Pistons need LeBron. He's the answer, and bring Bronny too. I think this one's directed directly at Dylan.
Do you imagine? We get a player on our team who's actually a good role model and isn't out here touching little butts of NASCAR kids. He's actually trying to win rings.
LeBron is not a good role model. Let's stop it right there.
He's a great role model. Better than MJ.
The last thing I need is Cade Cunningham falling on the freaking ground 3 times a game, faking injuries because he's
Look, I will
hurt.
say this. If LeBron came here, I'm not going to say that it would make us worse, but it wouldn't really make too big of a difference because he's not going to play in half the games anyway at his age. So
then why do we need him here? We don't need him.
At that point, you're just spending money. So
exactly. That's just a bad idea.
Much as I love LeBron, I wouldn't do it. But Bronny,
before we move on, let me just say my concern level for the Pistons right now is a solid 6.5, possibly approaching a 7. I enjoy watching you beat up bad teams, but you could have at least won a couple more games against good teams to make me feel a little bit more confident. I think we have the Knicks number.
I was just about to say that.
But I'm concerned about Boston. I'm concerned about Cleveland. I think we have the Knicks number. I think we're just in their head. I don't for some reason the Knicks just fold. But
the only good Eastern Conference team. Yeah.
That means you win a round in the playoffs, and that's it. And that's not good enough for me. So you should have made a bigger move, and I think that's what's going to end up haunting you because you're not going to make as many 3-point shots. So if not having Asar Thompson in the lineup is the reason that we can't play defense anymore, you guys have a lot of bigger issues to worry about. Plus, Jalen Duren's only good within 2 feet of the basket. So that's what I have to say about that.
All right.
So, Dylan.
Quickly, World Baseball Classic. I know we got a lot of NFL here, so we'll run through this quickly.
La Italia!
Team USA. I just want to quickly talk about them. So, obviously, the biggest headline.
We're better at hockey. Let me preface this. We are better at hockey.
Well, Tyler, let me explain to you why what happened, okay? Because I feel like a lot of people aren't educated.
We were down 8 rip.
Let me explain, people, okay? I understand.
Italy.
I understand. But
they were hitting meatballs off of the mozzarella.
Our manager's a fucking idiot.
He thought they were already in.
He said after they beat Mexico, we just punched our ticket to the next round, and then said the next day before their game against Italy that the boys have been, quote unquote, feeling good and came in today a little sluggish. Because they were celebrating the fact that they thought they clinched the next game. So they not only got down 8-0, Tyler, but out of 4 of those 8 runs, 2 were wild pitches, 2 were throwing errors, because the fellas were fucking hungover.
Didn't they also not start Bryce Harper and somebody else? That's
out of 155 batters in Major League Baseball last year, the 4th worst player against right-handed batters was Paul Goldschmidt. He was our starting first baseman for Team USA against Italy.
And Bryce Harper was on the bench?
He is a utility bat while Bryce Harper's sitting on the bench. Our manager fully thought this game meant absolutely nothing, but now we're in a situation where either Mexico has to lose to Italy or Mexico has to win and score more than 5 runs, or else Team USA does not move on to the second round.
Okay, but he knew before the pregame. Like when he went on the pregame show and he said that they were already in, the guys that were hosting the pregame show told him, no, you're not. So he knew before the game started.
Yeah,
He could have changed it.
because he told their boys after the game last night. They probably all had a conversation about how they thought they were in, and they all got drunk. And then they came in today and realized they're not in, and they have to play good baseball. But the manager and clearly the other players had other ideas because yes, you can play as good as baseball if you want, but if you got a full team, a World Baseball Classic team ready to go who needs to win like Italy to move on against the team that's like, we don't really care. We already moved on. I mean, and you're hungover. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I might not have professional experience, but if I ever go into a game thinking, oh, we're going to win no matter what, like, this is going to be easy, it's never easy.
Yeah, like Fuller
I don't
said,
care how bad the other team is.
USA got hit with the gabagool.
Yeah. Yeah, Fuller's
Dick, any
right.
thoughts?
No, not really. I mean, you guys pretty much covered it. I mean, my one thought in my head is just I don't care what happened or what USA did. You can't get shown up by Italy like that. Come on. If we were playing soccer, I'd understand. But this is America's pastime. You're gonna let a European team fucking? Oh, come on.
So I have a question to you, because for those of you who do not know, Tyler, his fiance is Italian. Was she more excited? Like, was she like rooting for Italy over US? Like, fuck yeah, good job, good shit.
No, she was watching her show.
Okay,
She don't give one fuck about the World Baseball Classic like most people.
but she cares about the FIFA World Cup. Interesting woman.
No, because Italy is not in that either because they're bad at sports. But I did hear it from Nikki's dad this morning about how the USA won. So that was fun.
Okay. All right. Let's swing it on over. Do you want to get into the meat and bones of potatoes of this fucking podcast here?
I ain't eating no bones, but meat and potatoes, sure.
All right, let's kick it off. Before you announce anything, Tyler, I do want to start off quickly by showing off some highlights. We do have a little bit of a highlight reel here for the newest Baltimore Raven, Max Crosby.
You ready? Let's go.
That was such a waste of like putting a video in and doing anything at all involving that. That was such a waste of your time.
At least he got a good laugh out of it.
That was so dumb, Dylan. I can't believe you just pulled that.
I don't know why I expected anything different.
So yeah, that's the first thing I have in here. So might as well just talk about it first because Dylan did that stupid shit. I guarantee you he never even left his house. So that's probably not even accurate.
No, he did.
Baltimore,
He was in Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Baltimore Ravens traded for Crosby, backed out. 12 hours later, signed Trey Hendrickson to a 4-year, $112 million deal. I'll go first on this one and just say this is the shadiest shit I've ever seen.
I've seen a lot
Because
shadier. A lot shadier.
It's like the timing of it. Like, okay, it was shady as shit, but it was also genius. You showed this is Max Crosby's trade value. Here's what he should be going for. This sets the market for what all other guys should be going for. And then everyone else then scrambles to trade or sign defensive ends, blah, 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 thinking that that's the market. And then the next day you see Trey Hendrickson didn't get signed by anybody. You get cold feet, back out of the deal, take your picks back, and sign Trey Hendrickson to a 4-year, $112 million deal. It's low-key genius, and I would love it if my team did this. But
they had to do that.
At the same time, it is so scummy.
Bro, Baltimore's GM was on the fucking hot seat before they signed Hendrickson. Because they were looking at a situation where they've lost 9 players, re-signed nobody of significance. Still, this extension with Lamar Jackson has not been reached to an agreement. And then the Max Crosby deal didn't go through.
No, he's extended. They restructured Lamar.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's got a ton of money he's already getting.
When?
They restructured his contract and saved like $70 million. He's getting paid.
Oh, then I don't think that's right.
What?
Because people on Baltimore are freaking out about how they don't think they're going to keep Lamar. So I don't think that's right.
Dude, they're keeping Lamar.
Anyways, Baltimore needed to do this because they were going to be in a real bad spot because, yeah, free agency's been going bad for them. So Good on them.
The restructure with Lamar Jackson created $40 million cap space for the 2026 season. He's currently on a deal. Like, he doesn't need to be re-signed. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like,
No one
he's
else
not
wants to
a free,
talk?
he's not like gonna be a free agent this year. He signed it in a 5-year deal in 2023. It's only been 3 years of the 5-year deal. Contract runs through the 2027 season. He's a free agent in 2028 if there's no extension.
This is what
He still has 2 more seasons.
What do you mean we backed out? So you're telling me that this offseason is consistent of the Ravens losing, I think the total is 9 players. You have yet to get a deal done with Lamar Jackson. And the big move is off? You better have a damn good reason for this.
What do they mean by that?
I think it's an uninformed Baltimore fan.
It's like if Jake was yelling about something the Lions did, but only had 2% of information.
Well, they need to stop verifying people that have thousands of
That's
followers.
what it sounds like to me. It sounds like it's just angry Raven fan yelling at clouds.
109.4 thousand followers. My ass.
Okay, so he got hammered. He got hammered thinking they got Max Crosby, and he was still a little drunk when he found out that they're not. And he forgot a couple things, like the fact that Lamar's not a free agent for another 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of what the guy said, Lamar's on contract until 2028. So
Lamar Jackson literally got announced this morning that they restructured his contract and freed up $40 million. Like,
okay, you said this morning.
He's on contract.
Did you say
Yeah. Restructured this morning, not extended like you were talking about.
Yeah, but a deal was done this morning to restructure the contract.
Right.
That was made like
he
4 days
said
ago.
they're losing Lamar. They haven't redone his deal. They did redo his deal. They restructured it.
So I was, I was
He's
right.
not like it's not like he wasn't going to be on the team. If they
I didn't know they got it done this morning. So at the
Yeah.
time, I didn't think they did. Yeah.
Same thing as Goff. He got restructured this morning.
Gotcha. So they did get it done. Perfect. All right.
They restructured it. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
That
It was
was
uninformed.
really the only thing that's mattered out of Baltimore. So we will continue. Moving on to the Patriots. The Patriots have signed wide receiver Romeo Doubs, which for those of you that are like, was that the guy on the Packers? Yes. Big helmet guy, because he likes to be seen out there. To a 4-year, $70 million deal, along with Draymond Jones, defensive lineman, to a 3-year, $40 million deal, and safety Kevin Byard, as Dylan is familiar with, to a 1-year, $9 million deal.
3 great moves. On
the Patriots.
Linebacker, defensive lineman, top 20 in football. You're looking at a wide receiver that is probably going to now be your number 2. I know that they just got rid of Stephon Diggs, and their wide receiving core isn't exactly that fancy, but
they got booty. Stephon Diggs was
you're looking at Keyshawn Booty, Matt Collins, and Romeo Doubs. Yeah, and then as far as Kevin Byard, I thought in Chicago he was going to be washed, but he proved that he's actually still one of the best safeties in the league. So I actually like all 3 of these moves, and you get
I think he's only getting like a 1-year deal because
you get the reunion between Mike Vrabel and Kevin Byard, because he played under Vrabel for a couple of years in Tennessee. I think it's a great move.
When they were good.
Yeah.
I mean, the Patriots clearly had holes to fill, and they found players to fill those slots. I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt them to go out and try and get another wideout maybe, but hats off to them. They made a run last year.
That's what the draft's for, Jake. That's what the draft's for.
Well, they made a good run.
Nothing like filling holes.
They made a good run last year and made it to the Super Bowl. Fix what you needed to fix and make another run at it.
You hole filler, you.
Okay. All right, moving on. Buffalo Bills. Let's talk Bills. Bills have signed Bradley Chubb, edge rusher, 3 years, $45.5 million deal. Kyle Allen, backup quarterback. D. Alford, cornerback, and Mitch Wishnowsky, punter. So really the only big deal that's been done is Bradley Chubb as edge rusher. Yeah.
Bradley Chubb.
That's about it.
That's it.
It's a good signing.
I'd love to sit here.
Really all I have to say.
I'd love to sit here and give you a whole rundown on how Kyle Allen's a consistent backup quarterback, but no one gives a fuck. And if you think we're going to sit here and talk about a punter, you're out of your mind. So I think we're going to just go ahead.
Hey, Mitch Wishnowski's one of the best punters in the league, all right? You leave him alone.
Where do you go to
According
college?
to who?
Where do you go to college, Jake? Right
I don't
now,
know.
where do you go to
Washington
college?
State.
Washington State? Is that
That's
right?
my guess. I have no idea.
Exactly.
You made it sound like you knew.
No, you actually.
The point is,
was.
nobody knows
You just
and
said
no
he
one
was one of the
cares.
He is. I know. Hey,
Hey.
he's been in the league for like 2 years. He's all right. I also don't know how true that is. But.
What team was he on before Buffalo, Jake?
Let's just quit spitting nonsense.
What team
please.
was he on before Buffalo, Jake?
Jake is Googling as fast as he can.
Exactly. You don't even fucking know what team he was on.
San
before.
Francisco.
You didn't
He's
even know
old
what
as
team he was
shit.
on
He's
before the
old as
Bills.
hell.
Yeah, Jake said he's been in the league for 2 years.
Man's 34.
You
Yeah.
know
All right,
nothing
moving
about this man.
Moving on. I don't know why we're talking about a fucking punter. You guys are ridiculous. All right. Eagles. Tariq Woolen, 1 year, $15 million prove-it deal. Half of the deal is basically incentive-based. But the Eagles lose a corner. The Eagles get a corner.
They're not done. I'll tell you right now.
I'll tell you right now, the Eagles have the best secondary in the league. I don't care what the Rams did.
They're not done. Whether it's they come out here and snipe the draft again, and we're sitting over here like you got to be shitting me, or they come out and make another big move in free agency. Bluey's going to do something right here that on this podcast we're going to sit here in a couple weeks and be pissed off about. Got a good feeling.
A.J. Brown will not start the season on the Eagles. They're going to do something with him, and it's going to piss me off because it's going to be a good move for them.
Send him back to Tennessee.
I wouldn't hate that.
Shut
I wouldn't. 1 year minimum.
I don't like him at all, but, like, he's good.
Give him a 1 year minimum. You don't need to fucking go out here or not 1 year minimum, but a 1 year deal.
You're going to get the contract he's on. You got to trade for him, Dylan.
Yeah.
His contract's not up.
He's got 2 years left, so
You're going to
Actually,
get
know
what you get.
Actually, I'd be okay with that.
Jake
He's not
Tariq Woolen.
How old is he?
Good for the Eagles.
Somehow we started talking about A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say on it. The Eagles are they always find a way to, just have the perfect trade or get the perfect pick in the draft. I don't know. They always find a way.
So you think this was the perfect move for the Eagles? That's what I'm hearing.
I
I don't like the Eagles bias out of it.
I mean, it'll end up working out in their favor more so than not.
I love this deal for the Eagles. I think the Eagles secondary is the best in football now. So
They would be the best in football without him.
Yeah.
I think the
Not true.
Eagles secondary.
Not true. I give it to the
is-
Rams if they did make it.
I think the Eagles secondary is the second best in football.
Who's better?
Seattle. They single-handedly made it to a Super Bowl with the best.
This guy was on Seattle, and now he's gone.
Yeah, but I mean, they lost one guy. I thought they still have pretty much that entire defense still that got them to a Super Bowl.
Okay.
They were beating teams with 3
Name
points
the other
allowed.
name
7
the other
points allowed.
cornerbacks that are better.
Any other quarterbacks that are better? What are you talking about?
You don't know the cornerbacks on the Seattle. You can't say they're better. You don't even know who they are.
Tariq Woolen, and then fucking.
He's gone.
Who was that other rookie? Who's the other rookie that they fucking drafted who's been a superstar?
The six? No, I'm thinking about the guy at the Patriots.
You know who I'm talking about though, the rookie who wasn't supposed to be that good.
I immediately went to the Patriots rookie though, who was like, the difference.
God, that's gonna
Devin
be-
Witherspoon. That's who you're thinking of.
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of. I was gonna say I know they have another one that's very good.
So it was Devin Witherspoon, Josh Jobe,
Kobe
Tariq
Bryant.
Woolen.
Kobe Bryant, he's good too. Kobe Bryant, Tariq Woolen, and Witherspoon. Those three, I mean, yeah, that was the best second. I can't say they still are, but those three were 100%.
Okay, well, you just said they were the
So
they were the
maybe
best
it's
secondary,
1 and
so
2 depending on if they make another move. We'll see. But yeah,
I'd argue that they're 3 now.
who would you put above them?
The Rams. The Rams just signed the 2 top free agent
Oh,
cornerbacks.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, I forgot because the Rams are actually filling holes that are. Yeah, the Rams are smart.
The Rams go, oh, we need cornerbacks. Boom, boom. 2 best cornerbacks available. You're on our team.
Yeah, that's some
Rams are
franchise
gonna
moves.
make another run next year. So
Crazy.
yeah, they're in a good spot. Let's move on over to the Washington Commanders. Signed Clavon Chasen, edge rusher, to a 1-year, $12 million deal, and Leo Chenal, linebacker, to a 3-year, $24.75
Leo
million deal.
Chanel.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sorry, he's the only player I know on this board because
Sorry, I don't think either one of these moves are very significant.
Leo
but
Chanel. Leo Chanel's a decent linebacker. If you play Madden, he's a what the kids would call a trade suggestion genius. Anytime you do a fucking Madden franchise, you do a trade suggestion. That boy's always on the board. Great player. But
not much to say.
so when it comes to Washington's defense, you could say those are solid moves. You still need a lot more help.
They need a lot of draft picks. This
Yeah.
team is just too old. So
Yeah.
they just need to get younger, and they'll literally just be better because they're younger, as long as those guys are decent. A slight mention of the Saints. Caden Ellis, linebacker, 3-year, $33
You have
million.
Caden Ellis, but you don't have the Saints signing ETN.
Didn't pop up here. I was typing.
I was gonna
stuff
say, I
in.
think they're
You,
bigger
do you
moves
realize
than-
how much shit I had to go through
You're
to
right,
get
you're
all
right.
these
I won't give you
on
shit.
here?
I would say
All right,
the
I
Saints'
missed
bigger
one.
move besides Caden Ellis. The bigger move the Saints made would be signing Travis Etienne Jr. from the Jags. Kamara.
Ooh, a
Oh, it was a 2-year deal. I don't remember the amount of money, but I know it was a 2-year deal. And then Alvin Kamara, his situation is what? What do we think?
They got to move on from him. Dish him
get
out.
rid of them.
Yeah, like he's got to be done, right?
You just
Next
signed a
year,
younger.
RB1.
You just signed a younger back who had a solid year last year. Kamara's on the way out. I mean, he is not producing like he was, when he first came here, just like most running backs.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I mean, dish him out while he's still worth something before he's worth nothing.
I completely agree. All right. Yeah, that's really it for the Saints.
Just because I'm curious, I want to know the deal for Travis Etienne.
While you are looking that up, I will quickly mention that the Bucks assigned Kenneth Gainwell on a 2-year deal for $14 million. So you got a little Bucky Irving, and then you got your RB2, who obviously be Kenneth Gainwell. So
4 years, $52 million for Etienne.
Oh,
Okay, so
4-year deal.
so if
Wow.
he's
I
your
think
RB1,
that's dumb as hell.
so if he's your RB1, then yeah, there's no reason to have Kamara.
There's no reason to pay a running back $52 million. That's insane. A running back is only as good as his offensive line. They are going to regret that.
You got to remember, the Saints have been like in negative cap space the last couple of years. They're just starting to get money back. They don't know what the fuck to do with it.
You're right. They don't know what they're doing because that is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
They just got all this money.
If the GOAT Alvin Kamara can't run with that line, you think anyone else can? No, I'm sorry.
It's like
it's not the running back, it's the line.
It's like they gave him $54 million for free agency, and the guy was like, "What if we just use all of it on one good guy?"
Also, because I forgot to put it on here, because it was not a free agent signing, but it was a trade. While we're on the topic of the Bucks, they also traded Mike Evans to the San Francisco 49ers. Mike Evans is now teaming up with Brock Purdy.
I'm sorry, but I love this move. I don't have to like the team, but I love this move for them. I think it's a great move. I think it's a situation of Mike Evans at his old age is similar to the guy I brought up last week where you guys all corrected me. It was like, he doesn't miss games. Mike Evans don't miss a lot of games. He gets an injury bug here and there, but when he comes back, that motherfucker plays through a lot of shit. That's why he has most receptions in Bucks history, most touchdown catches in Bucks history.
I mean, pretty sure he's also the longest tenured receiver in Bucks history.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
plays a part.
It's like, honestly, it's like when you think of Bucks, you think Mike Evans. He's like the number one guy you normally think of. So the fact that he's on a different team, I think is going to be weird.
Dylan, I agree with your original statement about the whole injury thing until like last year and the year before that. He's missed 18 games. That's a full season.
Yeah, but he's like 30, 33, 32.
Yeah, so you can't say he doesn't miss games.
Now
he's old and he missed his game.
I'm on the opposite end of what Dylan said. I wish you'd have just stayed in Tampa. I don't like the fact. I mean, I get 49ers are trying to build a receiving team around Purdy. Cool, good for you guys. He's gonna get hurt again. You guys have some form of problem where I don't know if you guys know the whatever building is next door to their practice facility. There's the rumors that it's causing injuries among their players for whatever reason.
Oh, the electrical substation.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I couldn't find a word. Yeah, I mean, you just sent a guy who's been battling injuries for the last 2 years over to a team who continuously has injuries on their team every year. I I see the vision. I don't think it's going to work for either side here. So
The writing is on the wall for him to tear his ACL week 2.
yeah,
No, come on. Don't wish that on him.
I mean,
I don't wish it on him,
I ain't
but
wishing
it's
it. I'm saying the writing is on the wall.
Look, they got Sky Moore. They got Ricky Purcell, and then
Shout out Western Michigan.
Obviously, this Brandon Ayuk shit's going down. So you need to know that you can have at least a wide receiver one you feel comfortable with, and I think that the Niners now do. Not saying he won't get hurt, but for now, I see the vision, and I kind of like it.
At least for a few games, they can have both of them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Chargers. Charlie Kolar, tight end, 3 years, $24.3 million deal. Don't really care. Got to be honest. Don't have much to say.
Yeah, also don't care. I understand that they run a lot of 2 to 3 tight end sets, so this makes sense. But other than that, I really don't have much.
Nope.
Other than, yeah, this makes sense.
Oh, also, sorry, hold on, backtracking real quick. Anzalone went to the Bucks too. Any thoughts on that, or?
He is a 34-year-old
he's
middle
old
linebacker. Good for them.
I was sad because I feel like he's a good team guy in terms of locker room, energy, camaraderie. But at the end of the day, you could be a good team guy like Jamal Williams, Anzalone was, but that doesn't mean you're a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the writing was on the wall that he was going to leave. I thought, like, he damn near almost didn't even get put on the team last year. And they were bitching over like $1 million. So the Lions gave him $250K and said, fine, you can come back.
But you can't be more of a team guy than Tom Kennedy can.
Well, no.
Oh, no. I'm not upset about.
I think Tom Kennedy also has accepted that he's never going to be a real pro. He's just going to fill in every now and then.
I'm not upset about losing Anzalone, and you know what? He'll probably do well over in Tampa. I just figured it was another signing we didn't talk about, so I figured I'd mention it.
All right.
Let's continue. The Chicago Bears have signed linebacker Devin Bush to a 3-year, $30 million deal. This one pissed me off because I think that's a great move for them. They also signed wide receiver Khalif Raymond, who is on the Lions, to a 1-year, $5.1 million deal, and Garrett Bradbury center to a 3-year, $18 million. I can't remember if this was a signing or an extension.
It was a signing because their 27-year-old All-Pro center just fucking retired out of nowhere a couple days ago. The Bears have a 21-year-old center, 27-year-old center. He was the best center the Bears have had in 15 years, and he retired. He said, yeah, I am the O-line. I can't keep doing this by myself.
If I had Caleb Williams groping my butt and balls.
Drew Dahlman unexpectedly announced retirement on March 3rd at age 27, following his first season in Chicago and his 5th total NFL season.
Yeah. That's what I said. Crazy,
health concerns.
Anyways, Chicago, 1, 2, 3 good moves. You needed a center after he retired. You got him back. You need a wide receiver 3 or a wide receiver 4 because there's going to be a situation where somebody's injured. You got Khalif Raymond. He's also a good returner.
You also got a kick returner.
Yep. Exactly. And then you got Devin Bush, who's a great linebacker. I think all 3
great linebacker.
Great moves.
No bueno. Doesn't like it. Very good for the Bears. Not good. Not good for us.
I'm taking bias out of it here. These are great fucking moves.
I know. Me saying I don't like it should be very good for any Bears fans watching. I'm a Lions fan. This did not make me happy. So, yep. Luckily, I haven't seen anything at all with the Packers. So, keep it that way.
That's a great point.
Lions have signed running back Isaiah Pacheco to a 2-year, $9 million deal. Center Cade Mays to a 3-year, $25 million deal. And Larry Borum, offensive tackle from the Miami Dolphins, who, if you guys remember from last year's spring training, with the joint practices, this was the offensive tackle that Hutch was absolutely dominating for the 2 days of joint practice.
You're not good.
And then Teddy Bridgewater is not going to coach high school this year. He is on a 1-year, $2.5 million deal as the backup quarterback.
All I want to say is what I said before, and then Jake can go. The Lions have officially made it clear that the backup quarterback is just a spot they need to fill, and they do not take it seriously. That's all I have to say.
But we have to also preface this by saying 90% of the teams in the NFL do the same shit because it's really not that important.
I guess.
Because
Anyway,
let's be honest, if your starting quarterback goes down, your season's pretty much
a lot of people.
over. Jake,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we'll just go down the list here. Pacheco, I don't hate the move. Okay, you needed a backup running back, and he brings that angry run to the field every time. So you know what? I'm okay with it until further notice. We'll keep that
until he
going.
gets injured, like he's
Yeah,
been
we'll
injured the last couple
this will
years.
be a month by month, day by day basis when the season comes. Cade Mays, love it. Finally, you get someone who, based on last season, is damn good under center. I mean, or as a center. I mean, this guy, hopefully he's the answer at that position for us. Larry Borum,
He's not good.
He's a depth signing.
Good depth. Yeah, good depth piece.
The Lions starting tackle will most likely either be a trade, which I doubt, or their first round pick will be a right tackle.
Yeah, because I know it's not in here, but Taylor Decker also retired in the last week, so.
He retired?
Yeah, 12 years in the NFL.
I knew we didn't sign him, but I didn't know he retired.
Yeah, he spent 12 years in the NFL, so I get it.
Yeah, that's fair. He was pretty much dead anyways.
Yeah.
Or Teddy Bridgewater sign. I mean, like Dylan said, I mean, I just wish they would put a little thought into a backup quarterback because, God, if Goff goes down, we're so screwed.
They might take a quarterback with like a 6th or 7th round pick. See what happens.
Don't get me wrong, I love Teddy. He's good vibes, but not who I want playing quarterback for me.
Teddy's making $2.5 million at his age, and honestly, that's insane. So I'm happy for Teddy.
Teddy is literally an emergency break glass situation. It's
but
not
instead of giving Teddy, like you see, like when Phillip Rivers came back and all these other guys, like in a genuine emergency break glass situation, they're getting the minimums. Teddy's still finding a way to like be like, yeah, I know the league minimum's like $900K, but I'll take 2.5 mil. I don't know how he talked into that. They probably offered that as the first thing. They probably will give you 2.5. And Teddy was like,
he probably gets a vet min, which is more.
Could be. I was gonna say there's got to be something because he's getting.
He's been in the league long enough to where
minimum, yeah. So good for Teddy.
But I'm still
veteran minimum in the NFL ranges from 1.075 to 1.3 mil.
Okay, yeah, okay. So he's working some. He's working some Teddy magic.
He got
I
a
guess.
good
I don't know.
agent. I mean, this agent got him from.
If you played 7+ credited seasons, the minimum is 1.3. So they just throw an extra mil on top of it.
His agent got him from being on the Lions to getting a head coaching gig back with this high school, winning a state championship, and then another gig for another extra mil back on the line. Shout out to his agent.
Good for him.
Yeah. All right.
We're spending way too much time on a backup quarterback for the Lions.
Titans.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Woo!
Titans signed defensive tackle Jordan Elliott, 2-year, $12 million deal. Van Jefferson, wide receiver, 2-year, $10 million deal. Jerome Baker, linebacker, 3-year, $21 million deal. Jahad Ward, edge rusher, 1-year, $3 million deal. And John Franklin Myers, defensive end, 3-year, $63 million deal.
No, he did lose big magic from John Franklin Myers. That
way to make the most bang for your buck on this, though.
That was a trade, but then after that,
well, they did have like 113 mil in cap space.
We're spending money and we're trying to get better. They heard that Tyler and the Golden Horseshoe are becoming a fan of the team, and they said, no man like him watches mediocre football. He only expects greatness. So we need to turn things around.
The bar has just moved.
It's
up here now.
Best thing about Ty being a Titans fan is, hey, now they know they have expectations have to be higher. But here's the thing. Everything they've done so far has been fantastic. What makes me even happier is they had an interview 2 days ago with the GM. Yesterday with the GM after day one of free agency. And he said that they were, quote unquote, just getting started. Because they still got a lot more money to spend. So, let's keep doing it. I don't have a problem with any of these moves.
If anyone does have a problem,
none of the moves that they do after this are not going to be as good as some of these ones they had to start because all of the grade A free agents are pretty much gone. So
trades,
it's the B team now.
I'm saying trades.
Trades is possible.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be more so how do they cook up in the draft?
Yes.
So we will see. And then they probably make more moves next year, assuming that they win at least twice, if not 3 times as many games this year. Because
Okay, I'm
Last year was
gonna
bad.
agree. And then going to our next thing, I just want to say this, preferencing it. I think this is the best move the Raiders have done in the last maybe 5 years.
okay, so I guess we're Jake. Do you have anything to say before Dylan moves on?
He already
Dylan's
said
already
it.
moved on.
No, it's all right. Just move on. It's cool.
Okay.
He already said it. It's not like I just didn't let him talk.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said what I said. I said it's the best thing the Raiders have ever done.
Yeah, no one
Finding-
knows which of the 7
Oh,
moves
sorry,
you're
sorry,
talking
sorry,
about,
sorry.
you idiot.
Tyler Linderbaum.
There's a million moves.
On my thing, I only
First
see
of all,
the
they
Tyler Linderbaum
overpaid
center
out
for
of their
5 years.
ass for this. First off, Tyler Linderbaum, 5 years, $87 million. That is $6 million more than anyone predicted. And everyone predicted he was going to be the highest paid center, but no one thought $87 million. That's like $27.5 million per season for a center. But
Best center in the
you
league.
know you're taking a quarterback with the number 1 pick, and you know he's going to be dirt cheap for the next 5 years. I guess you might as well overspend. So Tyler Linderbaum, best center available, 5 years, $87 million. Xavier McKinney, safety, 4 years, $72 million. Raheem Mostert, 1 year, $4.5 million deal. And Tyler Lockett,
How the hell did Tyler
2-year,
Lockett
$20
get a
million
2-year
deal.
deal?
I hate the Tyler Lockett signing.
How did he get a 2-year deal? He's like
That
38.
man has been washed for probably last 2-3 seasons. Sure, he can be reliable in the short pass, but he's scared to take a hit. He goes down without getting hit every time. So you're not going to get any extra yards out of him when he does catch the ball. And he's at the older end of his career. I mean, he's in his mid-30s now. I disagree with the Tyler Lockett one. Other than that, I think the Raiders did pretty well for themselves here.
Yeah, you got a solid RB2, you got a great safety, and you got one of the best centers in the league to protect your young quarterback. So, yeah, those are the 3 moves I love. Going off the Tyler Lockett thing, the only reason why I don't like it is I saw him the last 2 years in Tennessee before this, when he was on after Seattle. And it ain't the same Tyler Lockett. It's a Tyler Lockett that is trying. It's like Tyreek Hill. You can only go off of speed for so long until when you hit 33, 34, it catches up with you, and everyone's the same speed as you.
2025 with Tennessee, he had 10 catches for 70 yards, no touchdowns. In 2025 with Las Vegas, he had 22 catches for 221 yards, 1 touchdown. So, I mean, he's not producing like he was 3-4 years ago in Seattle. So either they're not using him right or he's just not good anymore, which is more so.
So wait, I was not paying attention. He got extended. He didn't get signed.
He was
there last year.
He was under contract with Tennessee, and Tennessee traded him to Vegas. So he was on like a 1-year deal there, I'm pretty sure. So this is a new signing for
So they just extended him.
Extended him for 2
Pretty
years?
much, yeah.
What are they doing?
They have money. Why not spend it? I don't know.
Literally, you could have gotten Van Jefferson.
A solid veteran receiver for what's going to be a rookie quarterback. I don't know. Let's talk about the Jets. The Jets got Geno Smith back.
Woo!
Who gives a shit?
Where careers go to die.
Joseph Asai, an edge, 3 year, $36 million deal, and Kingsley and Negbar, edge, 1 year, $10 million deal.
Cool. They do this every year. They get a solid defensive player. He's not a superstar, but he's a good player, and that's really about it.
Sorry, he'll be a good trade piece.
Yep.
All right.
It's all about the draft, all about those picks.
I don't know why the Jets even try anymore. I
They
don't.
have to try.
Literally
the only thing they have to do is try.
And look where it's
got.
got
They
them.
have to win.
Look where it's got them.
About that.
Well, they're not trying hard enough.
Well,
I mean,
you know what?
This is a team where they have cap space, I assume. I mean, it's not like they're in a line.
But like you also have to like get a free agent to want to come play for the Jets. It's not just about having the money. It's like, hey, you want to come play for the Jets?
Hey, we just traded 97 players on our team. You want to come play on that team? A lot of people are gonna say no. You know who doesn't have a choice? All these draft picks that get drafted there. That's where they're gonna take all the people that have to come to New York. You wanna know why? They don't have a choice.
Yeah, they're pretty much screwed. Okay, let's talk about another team that has to try. The Falcons. The Falcons signed Tua to a vet minimum. And the Falcons also got Jahan Dotson, wide receiver, 2-year, $15 million deal. But Tua is the funny one.
I love this because this officially now confirms that Tua Tagovailoa is a backup quarterback in the NFL. We know.
Oh yeah. Who's playing more games next year, Michael Penix or Tua?
Michael Penix is the starting quarterback.
Michael Penix has a torn ACL.
I'm not watching the Falcons next year. And also, if you're taking Bijan,
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what.
Bijan in fantasy next year, have fucking fun. It won't be me.
I'll tell you what. I'll be watching the Falcons for the sole reason of that QB duo, Tua Inch Penix, dude. That's gonna be a
It was a bad joke yesterday, and it's still bad.
It's going to be a great fantasy football team name.
I don't get it.
Tua Inch Penix.
Tua Inch Penix.
Use your brain.
Say it fast.
Use your brain.
Tua Inch Penix. Tua Inch Penix.
2-inch penis. Oh my god.
Didn't get it.
Your brain
funny.
works. Your brain
right,
works.
maybe I can take that IQ test.
So slow. All right, let's go to the team that took the cap hit. Shh. Calm. Let's go to the team that took the cap, not the cap hit. Yeah, the cap hit. After cutting Tua and breaking the record for the biggest dead cap hit that's ever been in the NFL because they just had to get rid of him, Miami Dolphins turned around and signed Malik Willis, who, based on his time in Green Bay, I think earned a 3-year, $67.5 million deal. Every time that he came in, he was a solid guy. I think he lost like one game in 2 or 3 years. So 3-year, $67.5 million deal for Malik Willis. They also signed Joshua Uche, edge rusher, 1-year, $5 million deal, and Willie Gay, linebacker, to a 1-year deal. The money was not announced on that.
So what's going on with Quinn? I thought he was going to be the starter, and then I see this for 3 years, $67 million, and I know that they're not giving him that money to be a backup. So
yeah, they probably don't trust him yet.
Okay.
They probably don't.
So you'll probably see Malik Willis play the first half of the year, and depending how he does, maybe they put Quinn in after that, or they just keep Malik in.
I mean, they conveniently set this up to where when his 3-year deal ends, that's also when Ewers would be on his 5th-year option for the Dolphins. Or no, he wasn't a first-round pick, was he? No. So he wouldn't get a 5th-year option, but this would be when his rookie deal would be over. So both quarterback deals would be over then. So one of them's going to get an extension, and one of them's not.
Okay.
But they have no money to spend on anything else anyways, so might as well just try your best. So.
Yeah. I agree.
All right, let's keep it going. Cleveland Browns have signed guard Zion Johnson to a 3-year, $50 million deal. I believe that made him the highest paid guard in the NFL. Elton Jenkins, offensive lineman, 2-year, $24 million deal. Quincy Williams, linebacker, 2-year, $17 million deal. And Jack Stoll, tight end, to a 1-year deal. Jack Stoll's been on like 5 different teams in the last 5 years, so it's nothing crazy there. But
2 good line deal. That's about it.
Yeah. Which is good because if they're going to roll with Shadur, I mean, he's done nothing his whole career from college to the NFL, nothing but run for his life. So it'd be nice if he didn't have to do that every game.
Yep. All right, let's talk about what's going to make Jake happy. Let's talk about your Colts, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I was so happy to see this.
Danny Dimes was pissed, and his management team was trying to get him $50 million a year. They said that's what he is worth. I guess I understand where they're coming from because of the turnaround that happened when Danny Dimes showed up. But 1, he's Daniel Jones. 2, he's never won a Super Bowl. 3, he's Daniel Jones. You're not getting $50 million a year.
There was a lot of luck also involved because let's keep it a buck. He would not even be making $88 million right now if the Colts did not have the collapse they did after he got injured. Like, it's one thing to be the fact that they were one of the best teams in football, but the fact that him and his agent could probably use the excuse of, look at what happened when you don't have Danny Dimes, when you didn't have Daniel Jones, and that probably is what made him get from 70 million to 88, in my genuine opinion. That was probably a huge bargaining chip.
That's probably why they said, we want 50.
Yeah,
look at what happens when you don't have us. However, you only get $50 million if you're top 5 in the sport, and he's not.
Right.
He's solid,
Hey,
but he's not top 5.
He pulled a whatever you want to call it, when you pull the wool over their eyes. I don't want to swear, but this I'm trying to have
He
help
pulled the
me.
rug out from under him.
Thank you, Jake. He pulled the rug out from under the Giants.
Why was he going to swear?
I don't know. I've been keeping tally of all of our swears.
Okay.
Though,
Yeah,
I'll
so thank
keep,
you. I didn't want
keep
it.
going.
He pulled the rug out from under the Giants when they overpaid him on a 4-year deal before. So he was trying to do the same thing with the Colts again. He's like, maybe I can finesse again. Did it once.
Well,
They also signed Arden Key, an edge rusher, to a 2-year, $16 million deal.
Woo!
I'll say this. As much as you guys aren't wrong about what you said about Daniel Jones, yeah, I mean the Colts were the best team and were arguably the best team in the NFL when they had him, and the second they lost him, they lost every game the rest of the year besides one, I think. So he proved that he's valuable to them, but like you said, I mean he's not won anything. You know, it's not like he let them do the playoffs and won a playoff game with them. He didn't. I mean, he had one playoff game in New York, and so.
You can't be a practice squad safety and then turn around and make $50 million. That's not how it works.
As much as I think highly of Daniel Jones and I think he's better than most people make him out to be, I think the money they gave him is probably right around where it should be.
100%.
You know, baby steps. Start small. Here's your 2-year, $88 million deal. Prove to us that you're worth more. So at the end of these 2 years,
you're top 10.
You're worth 50 million or more. You know?
Right now, you're top 15. You're not top 5.
Make that extra push. Show your worth again. You know, show that you can continue what you did last year at that high of a level repeatedly. So
go over to the New York team that people could actually root for. The Giants. Isaiah Likely, tight end, 3-year, $31 million deal. Jermaine Elway Minor. Yep. That's how we're gonna pronounce that. 3-year, $24 million deal, and a punter for a 2-year, $6 million.
I'm not gonna flex, but I actually do know who this punter is, and he's actually pretty good.
Oh, now we want to talk about punters.
I'm just
okay.
It's okay if Dylan knows who he is.
Okay, do you know how many 80+ overall punters in franchise mode? When you see one, you don't forget. There's him, Kendall Townsend, and one other guy.
Mitch Wishnowski.
No, it's probably Jack Fox.
Yes. And stop trying to make Wishnowski some guy. You don't know.
He's not that guy, Jake.
Oh,
he's like 2 years away from being a high school English teacher. Anyways,
finally, a tight end 2 is
moves
becoming a
for the
tight end
Giants.
1. Sorry, go ahead. I was setting the stage for you.
That's all I had.
I was just gonna say
the Giants.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I like that tight end 2 that should be a tight end 1 is now becoming a tight end 1, and just because he's old ass Mark Andrew is loyal to the soil, he will always stay tight end 1. No, Isaiah Likely should have been tight end 1 last year. Let's keep it a buck. So now he's getting that job that he deserves. So I'm happy for him.
I like
Mark Andrews is back to tight end 1, baby.
Oh yeah, he's job security.
I like these moves for New York. They brought in a tackle to help protect Dart. And they got another offensive weapon in Isaiah Likely, who's proven he's pretty damn good. So I like the moves for New York, 100%. I'd like to see them move into I don't think they're gonna make playoffs right away, but they'll be one of those fringe teams, I think.
Yeah, I think
they stay healthy.
I think if the Giants get the players back, like the key players that they need, 2 things are important. They get the key players back that they need and they're healthy, plus a good draft, and I agree. All right.
Harbaugh will definitely have his hand in the draft, so
yeah.
I think it'll go well.
Next
up, we got 2 more. We got the Cowboys trading for Rashawn Gary. They gave a 4th-round pick to the Green Bay Packers and picked up another player for their defense.
While we were filming, it's literally just happened.
Can I say the rest of them first?
Go ahead.
Before you cut me off? Thank you. Jalen Thompson will also signed to a 3-year, $36 million deal, and P.J. Locke signed to a 1-year, $5 million deal. So all on the defense.
And then 20 minutes ago, they traded defensive tackle Osa Odegazawa, who was making $24 million a year, to the 49ers. So,
or just for picks?
I was gonna give you shit trying to pronounce that guy's name, but I'm not. I can't even pronounce it. So.
So Dallas, just when I thought Dallas was going into full rebuild mode and giving up because they traded Micah Parsons, they look like they're in a pretty decent spot.
What's with the Cowboys and Packers being butt buddies on trades lately, huh?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
like the only
Someone
team,
probably
it's the only team that'll make
Jones
trades with
something,
them.
or maybe they got a little bit of a pact together. I don't know, maybe a blood oath. Who knows?
The DMs are getting close. Yeah.
Really have no idea, but I think these moves are solid for Dallas. Just when I thought that they were going to take a step back last year and the year before, they just said, no, we have a good offense. We just have no defense. So they went
They're
and
like the
signed
Red
a
Wings
bunch of defense.
like the Red Wings the last couple of years of when they were making the playoffs. It's like, we know this team's going downhill, but we'll still make a move here or there just so we stay a competitive team. That's the vibes I'm getting.
Well, you know what? Jerry Jones is almost dead. And when we were doing that, Mike Ilitch was almost dead. So I think that when you're close to being dead, you just want to try to win one. You know,
You just want to see it before you die. 100%.
You just want to see one more. All right. There was also no salary cap in the NHL. What a great time to be alive.
Oh, Ken Howland, I love you. Anyways, continue.
Ken, you effed us for like the last 10 years, but up until then, it was so good.
I took those. Took those like a champ.
Last but not least, the Kansas City Chiefs signed running back Kenneth Walker III to a 3-year, $43 million deal. Honestly, great move by Seattle not signing K9 to a giant deal, because I follow the rule that Mike Valeni taught me a long time ago from 97.1. You don't pay running backs because they're just going to end up using up their shelf life before the contract fulfills. Like Kenneth Walker in 1, maybe year 2 of this deal will be injured, and it will not be worth $43 million.
So ETN's
and they're bringing back Travis
$55
Kelce.
million, and the Super Bowl MVP is making 43. The Saints are fucking stupid.
It's almost damn near the same, Dylan, because K9's on a 3-year deal, and ETN's on a 4-year deal. So
oh my God,
ETN's actually making a little bit less. It's just the total amount of money is different because it's a year different.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean,
Chiefs.
Good for the Chiefs. I hate them still. I wish Kenneth Walker would have literally went anywhere else, but it's okay. I think Ty reminded me earlier when this first happened, they have no O-line, and Kelsey's way too old to be making a difference anymore. So
the only thing I disagree with you is you say you wish you would have went literally anywhere else. I wish you would have just stayed. I don't wish you would have went anywhere. I don't see.
But the Seahawks are so smart, bro. They've done it already, and they're gonna do it again because their general manager is a genius. He went to the Super Bowl. This is the same general manager, by the way. They've never gotten a new one since this. They built the Seahawks with the Legion of Boom and Russell Wilson. Went to the Super Bowl, failed, reloaded entirely, went back to the Super Bowl and won it. And now when they have an opportunity to pay the guy that won them the Super Bowl, they say, no, we got our Super Bowl. Thank you. But we are going to reload again.
They went to the Super Bowl 3 years in a row.
They got rid of they didn't pay Reek Wallen after they won the Super Bowl. They said, nope, see you later. They won the Super Bowl, said we're not paying K9. Nope, see you later. Honestly, our fans, they'll be fine for the next 5-6 years. We won our Super Bowl. We sold out to get it. And by sell out, I mean we drafted all the right guys and flipped the entire roster. And now we're just going to do it again. So we'll see you in 5 or 6 years.
Sounds a lot like another team that just won the Super Bowl recently did. Like exactly what the Rams did.
Yep.
Exactly what the Bucks did before that.
And the Patriots may have lucked their way into it, but they kind of did the same thing considering the last time they were in the Super Bowl, they played the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Both teams completely reloaded and came back to play each other.
You load your team up like how no, but now genuinely think about this. The Bucks, when they had Brady, every single player, they just kept getting like the Brooklyn Nets. They were acquiring the Avengers, and you were getting mad. What do? Win the Super Bowl next year. Where does everybody go? Who keeps acquiring people throughout the year? Who keeps selling out to win it all? The Rams. Who does it? Them. A couple years ago, literally 2 years ago, when the Eagles won it all, every single big name player was going to the Eagles, sell it all, they win it all. This is a pattern.
Yeah,
pay attention, folks. Whoever gets the most best free agents this year got a good shot of
Sell
going to the
to
Super
win,
Bowl.
yeah.
I may or may not be taking the Rams because of those cornerback signings, but we'll see. That's all we have in free agent signings. If anybody has anything that I missed, please bring it up.
You did a great job, Tyler. Thank you for your work. All
right, Dylan. It says you have a question of the day.
I have a question of the day, but there's one
Slightly
little
nervous.
thing. There's one little thing that I want to just point out before we get to the question of the day, because I know we're at hour 9, so I'll be very quick. Do you remember last year we talked about the Detroit Mercy basketball team when they were like 0-26 and they finally won a game?
Yeah, they lost last night in the ship.
Okay.
UDM.
Yeah, Detroit Mercy last night, they were 1 win away from being the first basketball team ever to go from 1-31 to the next year making March Madness. I know they didn't do it, but I just had to shout them out because they had a turnaround. So, shout out to Detroit.
Also, major shout out to Detroit because the head coach literally basically got rid of any kid that wasn't from Detroit on the team and brought in basically all local guys, and that's who was on the team this year.
Oh, shit. Before we get to the question of the day,
all Michigan guys.
I can't believe we're going to go a whole pile without talking about this because it just happened yesterday. If you care, cool. If you don't, cool. Bam Adebayo, 83 fucking points in a basketball game. Broke Kobe's record for 81 points. Now, I know a lot of people online are very split. Half of the people are going 83 points to 83 points. Suck it. That's hard to do in a basketball game, which is not wrong. But then the other half of the people are going 41 free throws, and for the last 2 minutes, his team was intentionally fouling to make sure they got the ball back so that Bam could just keep putting up more points. Jake.
Yeah, I'm kind of split on this. Like you said, I mean, at 83 points is not an easy thing to do in the NBA, regardless of what's happening. So hats off to you, Bam Adebayo. Good job. He also went 36 of 43 from the free throw line and 43 field goals he shot and only made 20. He shot less than 50%. So I mean, the man was just shooting the ball to shoot the ball. I don't know if Miami just was not feeling themselves that day and he was the only one that showed. Also, the final score was 150 to 129. I mean, Kobe put up 81. The final score was like 106 to 90 something. I mean, the game, it's so different. There's no defense anymore. So the fact that you look at how many players have put up 65 to 80 points in the last 7 years, there's enough you can count on your two hands.
Yeah.
Which didn't happen a whole lot, up until 10 years ago.
Yeah, and even though the game's changed, it's still crazy to see in the headline, second most points behind 100 from Wilt.
Yeah, I'm not ever going to get used to saying this order, Wilt, Bam, Kobe. I mean, that just doesn't sit right in my stomach. But hats off to him.
I don't even think he's an 83 overall in 2K. He scored 83 fucking points.
Hats off to him.
Bro, he averages 18 a night.
That's what I mean. I mean, yeah, he's not a shooter.
My personal opinion on this, I'm with the half of the internet that says this is wild.
Okay. Yeah.
This is whack. You literally got half your points from the free throw line. Your team literally fed you the last 2 to 3 minutes of the game and intentionally fouled so you could get the ball because they knew what was happening.
Yeah.
You're playing a dog shit Wizard team.
Yeah.
Like, this was so, like, it was cool, like, good for him, but it was not cool at the same time because it was, like, the way we all give SGA shit. You're an unethical scorer. Like, you play the game wrong. The way that we all give the fucker from the Knicks, I can't remember his name. Jalen Brunson. The way we all give him shit because he's unethically getting baskets. Like, this was the most unethical, great game that's ever been played. First of all, the real problem is there's no proof that Wilt got 100. There was a radio call, but there's no video. There's no nothing. Like, it just – people say it happened, so it happened, which is totally all fine and dandy. But Kobe, in my opinion, is number one. Bam is number two because he unethically got it in that stupid way that he did. And there's no proof that Will ever actually did that, okay? Like, there's no proof. So in my world, Kobe's still number one. Bam has a big old fat asterisk next to it, and nobody ever saw Will do it. So, and if those people did see it, they should have found a way.
Put it this way: Kobe Bryant shot 60% from the floor on his 81-point game.
How many free throws did he shoot?
36. I literally have the back-to-back right next to it. Kobe shot 18
Okay.
for 20 on the free throw line. Bam shot 36 for 43. 3 points.
Doubled.
Kobe shot 7 for 13. Bam shot 7 for 22. Field goal percentage. Kobe had 60.9% field goal percentage. Bam finished with 46.5.
He didn't even make more than half his shots, and he had
No,
80.
yeah,
No, he shot
Okay.
20 for
Yeah.
43 in the field.
Nope.
So there you go. All right. That's what you got. All right. Question of the day, and then we're getting the hell out of here. Bam. Question of the day is back. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Hit the music. There's no music. All right. Here's the question. Who is somebody in the world of sports that no matter what, you believe will never get enough credit for their accomplishments? Whether it's big or small, off the ice, on the ice, on the field, off the field. And just to make your lives easier, I'll start, okay?
Okay.
Brett Gretzky, the brother of Wayne,
What?
only played 2 years in the NHL. But this is the man that every single day, while the greatest of all time was growing up, he was the brother in the backyard who had to play one-on-one with Wayne Gretzky. He had to go to sticks and pucks with Wayne. He had to go with the backyard rink that they had in their pond in their backyard. He had to go play with Wayne. He had to do everything in the world of hockey with the one of greatest players of all time. And no matter what, he won't get the respect that, hey, there's things off the ice that when they were younger, you could say he made Wayne Gretzky what he is today, and we'll never know, and he'll never get that respect because he's always going to be Wayne's brother. Brett Gretzky.
all right. I was worried you were gonna take my guy, but now that you say that was so far away from what I was gonna say, I feel so good. Okay. I'm gonna. This has nothing to do with his off the court experience, I guess, because I don't know
Here we
how he
go.
was off the court. I'm gonna say Carmelo Anthony. That man is a Hall of Famer. Didn't win much in the NBA. Granted, he's always
Who ain't
been.
respecting Melo?
You don't hear people talking about him all the time, do you?
Because he didn't win shit.
Oh,
Still one of
If
the
someone
great,
says-
still one of the
someone says,
greatest scoring
Is he
players.
great?
Still one of
Hey,
the
people
greatest
say
scoring
he's great.
players in NBA history.
okay.
He ain't no
Okay.
goddamn disrespected underdog.
Tyler?
All right. Well, only because I disrespect the shit out of him anytime he ever gets brought up, I gotta say that he's probably never going to get his respect. And he's never going to get into the Hall of Fame. Eli MF and Manning defeated the greatest Patriots team of all time record-wise,
Arguably
took
the best
him
football
down,
team.
and people still say that it had nothing to do with him and he's ass. So I think we got to give it to Eli. He beat Tom Brady twice. Both times he went to the Super Bowl, he beat the GOAT of playing quarterback in professional football, Tom Brady.
I'm pretty
And
sure.
I
both-
don't think anyone will ever give him the respect that he deserves for
I
doing
mean, he
that.
did have just 2 effort balls that he hucked up in both those games.
And it worked. Damn it, it worked. So I think he needs to get more respect than he does. And I think I should respect him more than I do. But I won't, which is how I know that this is a factual good choice by me. Because I won't do it, and neither will the rest of America, because it was a fluke. You suck, Eli. You're terrible. All right.
Or should have his own
Sorry.
answer.
Well, that's how everybody feels. That's how I feel. He deserves better, but not from me.
All right. Does anyone have anything they want to add before we get out of here?
Nope.
Lovely. This was a lengthy pod. All right. Thank you guys for checking us out. We'll see you guys next Wednesday with probably a lot more going on in the world of sports. Hell, we don't even know if Team USA is going to be playing next week. So if we don't, Canada, suck it. We still beat you in hockey. All right.
Somebody say Team USA. Sorry.
As this one is launched deep left.
No. I don't want to see it.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. Underrated player right before we leave, Jim Kelly, in my opinion,
Jim
from
Kelly.
Fuller.
What a pull, Fuller.
Pull from Fuller.
From left field, here comes a Jim Kelly from Fuller. Okay.
So check us out, like, subscribe, Ride the Tide 586 at all the social medias. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next Wednesday where we will be back with more sports, back with more picks. Hopefully we'll have Jesse here, and we appreciate all of you. We're Ride the Tide. I'm McDaily. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Peace.